lovely ladies, welcome back to my channel. This is All the Ladies, where we do affordable fashion, a little bit of cruelty-free beauty and some product reviews. And today I did promise you 2 videos this week, and you are getting 2 videos. If you haven't seen the title and you've just clicked play, thank you very much. This is a Trinny London makeup review. I will, however, be showing you other brands along the way that I personally love or recommend. So it's not a full Trinny London review. There are my own little adaptations to it as well. So ladies, this collection of products from Trinny London, I have to be honest with you, I've had for about 3 months. So they were new arrivals when I first had them delivered. Look at the packaging. Love the packaging. It's so cute. So I've got 2 boxes here full of goodies. I'm assuming I've gone for a full face. It's been that long that I actually can't remember what I ordered. How lovely is the boxing and the packaging? I really love it. So as you know, I have already tested out some of Trinny London's products, but I've got to be honest, I am still quite virginal to the brand. So this will be a first impressions. They have sent me these and they've asked me for my honest opinion. So that is what we're going to do, and I love that. The other video on my channel this week is Current Bodies Series 2 LED face and neck mask. Oh my gosh, what a piece of equipment. I mean, the difference in my neck, don't know if you've noticed before, but I've always been quite sun damaged on my chest, but the mask is doing wonders. So if you haven't seen that, definitely watch that after this. Really impressed by that, I must say. Right. Let's crack on with this makeup before, and I'm not being funny, it was sunny about 20 minutes ago. The clouds have come over and I need to get this done in as much natural light as possible. So I've got nothing on my face apart from tan. I mean, you can actually see. I don't know, how would I have got more tan on my nose? I've got no idea. And I dyed my brows last night, ladies, so they are quite dark at the moment. I do like them dark, much to my sister's annoyance, but they do fade quite quickly, so I don't mind going super dark. What I'm going to start with, however, is my Factor 50. I love it anyway. And also it is a primer as well. So this is actually from Beauty Pie. It's the sunscreen and primer, and it's a 50 SPF. So I can take this on holiday with me and use this. Comes out like so. I just like how it makes my skin feel, to be honest. Keeps it moisturized all day. Can't stand those creams that you put on and within about, 20 minutes, your skin just feels super dry. I like to be hydrated. Right, let's crack open these 2 bags. One of them feels heavier than the other one, so that's probably a little juicier, but we'll have a look. And I think, if I remember rightly, I think with my orders, I also got some samples. I've got to be honest, quite a lot of the full-size products I've ever bought from any brand has come from products that I've had in my beauty subscription boxes or a freebie or something like that. They're great, aren't they? Just to test them out. If you like them, you go and buy the full-size set. It certainly makes sense. So, in the Trinny London yellow sachet is the ENZYME Balm Cleanser. So, I'm absolutely going to give that a go. It's got pineapple enzymes in it, almond, borage and linseed oils. I mean, it sounds good, so I'll definitely be giving that a go. Then I've got 2 different serums. I love a serum, as you know. So this day one is called Plump Up. I'm going to come in because actually it's lovely packaging. Called Plump Up Peptide and HA Serum. So that is a day serum, and then your night serum, which is this, which contains retinol and niacinamide. That makes me very happy. I love a bit of niacinamide as an active at night. Daytime serum, nighttime serum, and the cleanser. They were little freebies because I ordered over a certain amount. So lots and lots of products to try today, and we're going to go through it together. I'm not joking, the heavens are about to open. Let me just show you. The heavens are about to open, so we've got to be pretty quick. Honestly, predicting this country's weather is nigh on impossible. Right, so if I remember rightly, and I think I did remember rightly, it's not that one, I ordered a brush, and this is a very sexy brush, I've got to say. First things first, I do love the packaging, the Trinny London packaging. It is really snazzy. So this is a 3-in-1 brush. So I believe the top one is, oh, that's focused nicely, hasn't it? That is your brow liner or filler. Oh, and it's firm as well. So, I mean, I have just dyed my eyebrows, so they are quite dark. I probably don't need too much brow filler. However, as they fade, you literally, perfect. And it's really turgid as well. That is an absolutely gorgeous slanted brush. And then the second one, oh, that is I would say more of a shader and also potentially a smudger underneath the eyes as well. So that is gorgeous. And then the final little brush at the bottom is your lip brush. Now, I've got to say, I am not a lip brush kind of girl, but I will use this in today's video because that is a fab little addition to the set. I remember this not being very cheap. I've just opened up their website, 20% off everything. It actually says everything, and it also says 48 hours only. I don't know when that finishes, but I just thought I'd point that out because it's popped up on the website. So this brush, ladies, is the tea kit, and this is 20% off. Originally £28 down to £22.40 currently. So I'm going to be using that in today's video. I also ordered a foundation brush as well. Thank the Lord, because I thought I was going to have to go off and wash my existing one. So this is called the Tea Brush, complexion brush. Again, it's in the sale. Oh, I love that. I mean, I'm a big sucker for brushes and design features, but oh my gosh, ladies, I can't tell you how amazing that is. Absolutely gorgeous. And her signature yellow as well. I love that brush. I bet that wasn't cheap. £28 this was, down to £22.40. They're not cheap, but I tell you what, they look and feel very, very, very good. So that's two brushes, and then I think I've even got another one. This is the Tea Brush Blush and Bronzer. This one was originally £26, down to £20.80. Oh, that is gorgeous. Do you know what? Really good size for travel as well. That for me would definitely be a blusher brush, not a bronzer brush. That's more the size. So that's down to £20.80. So those are all the brushes that I went for this haul. I did pick a foundation up. Of course I had to pick a foundation up. So this is the BFF All Day. I've actually seen this a lot on the socials, so I really wanted to try that for myself. It's so difficult picking your colour online, but I did it. And I did it with their Match to Me. So you go on the website or on the app, and you can do it both for makeup or skincare. Go to makeup, it says find my shade. You literally fill in just like a little form about what your face looks like, basically. So I'm going to go blue eyes, blonde hair, so we'll go cool blonde. Skin colour, I would say light medium, although I do tan quite a lot. And then you choose out of a selection of pictures of different ladies what your undertone looks like. I would assume I would have gone for either a light tan or a honey. I'll go for light tan. Hang tight, we're finding your perfect shades. And then it brings up a selection of products, so lip, cheek, all the rest of it. You can absolutely take their guide on it and add some of those products to your basket. They also give you a day look option and then a night look option. So if you click on night look, it will bring up the exact colour. So it absolutely suggested the BFF All Day, which is their foundation, which is the one that I've got, and they've suggested that I get it in NABI or NABI or NABI, which is the shade I have here. But I'm really hoping that this is the correct shade because obviously, like I said, it was 3 months ago. Again, the Trinny yellow, love it. So this, ladies, is her BFF All Day foundation. So I'm assuming this is a medium to full coverage. It's a long-lasting foundation that smooths skin and helps reduce the appearance of lines, and it has a pro-ceramide in it to help smooth the skin texture, vitamin B3 to help reduce the appearance of fine lines. So it's very much a foundation, ladies, that you can wear if you have more mature skin. That is what they are saying anyway. We're going to use this brush and we're going to give this a few pumps. Oh, hang on. Wow, I'm hoping you're seeing what I'm seeing. That is impressive. I'm going to change the lighting. So that's a cool light. That is absolutely gorgeous. I've put daylight on my ring light because we are losing daylight very, very quickly. Either way, you're still going to get to see the products. So now we are looking at their concealer. She's actually got two concealers. So this is what I did love actually about the website is it's not just jam-packed with different types of the same thing. So, you know, a hydrating concealer, a mattifying concealer, an anti-aging concealer. There's two different types of concealer. One is called Just a Touch and it comes in a little pot about that size. That comes in 25 different shades, and the BFF Eye. So because I went for the BFF foundation, I thought I should go for the BFF concealer as well. And this is a serum concealer, so that makes me very excited. Ooh, that is snazzy packaging, ladies. 12 shades, so half the amount as Just a Touch concealer. This comes with one of those metal applicators. Look at that. How nice does that look? I've got one of these. Oh my gosh, I got it from the E5P website. right. Who remembers E5P? Let's not talk about it. But it's just the same as this. And the whole point of this is because it's quite cooling. In fact, it's very cooling. So it's almost depuffing your under eyes at the same time. I got the shade they suggested, which was in Rihanna, and it should go very, very well with the NABI foundation. So we will see. So I'm just going to pump it out like so. I think you just put it in the key. Oh, do you know what, ladies? The consistency is very nice. I like it when it's a little bit sticky. I'm not going to do what Trinny does and dab it in with my finger. I'm definitely a brush girl. Do you know what? Even the product feels cool. Never felt that before. So that's with kind of one application. Very nice. Hydrating. Absolutely got that. Non-creasing. Powerful skincare benefits of a serum. So I think that's the whole kind of moisturization and that kind of stickiness almost. It also contains hyaluronic acid and vitamin C. So all of those key ingredients that you need for aging skin. So wow, ladies, that's pretty impressive in my eyes. That is my base, ladies. I am really, really chuffed with that foundation and the concealer. So I'm just going to go and powder quickly because I want to get rid of some of that shine before I add the colours. Right, ladies, so I've just done a little light powdering with my Me powder, which is absolutely the best translucent powder ever. Because it was quite moisturising, I did feel like I needed it. Right, next product, ladies, is their Lash to Brow product. Again, it's like a multi-use product, which I am loving, I've got to say. What gorgeous, gorgeous packaging. You've got one end, which is your brow, and then the other end, which is your mascara. Obviously, we're not all the same colorings, so there's 6 different kind of color duos to choose from. This one that I went for, black, which is the black mascara, and espresso, which I'm assuming, because I normally go from medium to dark brown, obviously, because I like my brows to be darker. I'm going to try the brow serum first, and then I'll do my mascara after I've done my eyes. So it actually comes like so. It's just a tiny little mascara wand, but for your brows. It looks really firm, so hopefully it will make quite a difference. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, that matches my very dark brows. It certainly is filling in any of the gaps, is it not? I like this idea. Neatens them up somewhat and fills them in a little bit. So that's a good product. I obviously haven't tried the mascara yet, but I will do that after I've done my eyes. But so far, so good. That also is in the 20% off sale. £29 to £23.20. You got to remember that is a mascara and a brow wand as well. So that's 2 products in one. Let's get a little bit of colour on this face, shall we? Because I'm feeling a little bit flat. You know, like an uncooked prawn, that kind of vibe. Right, we have a number of these little pots now. We're going to start with the Sheer Shimmers, and I've got 2. Now these actually say that they are lip and cheek tints, so we can use them for either. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to have a little play. So unbelievably cute. Right, so this has just reminded me, these are the stackers. The more you build in your collection, you literally stack them on top of each other. Beautiful packaging. It's got the T for Trinny, the 2 T's for Trinny. Really gorgeous packaging. And then that is our first sheer tint. That colour is in Emily. Oh my gosh, I remember ordering this. I thought, I've got to get that, whether I like it or not, because it's my name. I actually think it's beautiful, and it's almost got a bit of an orangey undertone to the pink. So we've got that colour. Oh, and we've got Violine. If I remember rightly, this is more of a nude. Let's have a look. Oh my gosh, that is absolutely gorgeous. Right, that is definitely going on my lips, and I'm definitely going to have to use the lip brush for that, but we will save that one for later. Let's get some of this Emily on my cheeks, and we'll do it with the special little brush. Oh, that's cute. Do you know what this really reminds me of? My Jones Road products. There's a real balminess to this that reminds me very much of my Jones Road, which I'm actually beginning to use a lot more of. This is the bronzer. Yeah, the Miracle Balm bronzer. I'm actually really enjoying that. It does remind me a little bit of that. It's a fantastic consistency for aging skin. You don't want another powder on top of a powder foundation with more powder on top. You still want to look glowy. You still want to look like you've got natural moisturization and youthfulness and glow to your skin. Do you know, I'm just working this in, ladies. It works beautifully. What a difference, just a little bit of colour. You know I love my blusher, ladies, so this is a happy moment for me. If I move my face, you can see it's got that natural, healthy, youthful glow. So yeah, really chuffed with that. Very excited about the other colour on the lips later, so watch this space. Let me just tell you the price actually. So for the Sheer Shimmers, they are all down to £20.80. They were £26, and there's 12 shades in total. total, and remember, they are stackables. Now, moving on to bronzer. I'm assuming it's going to be the same price. It's actually a little bit cheaper, so it's down to £20 from £25. So yes, it is in the 20% off sale. So £20 for this. I've gone for the shade Gaia. It looked like the warmest colour and best kind of matched to me, twisting off the gorgeous packaging. Ooh, that might be a bit too light. Might just blend into my skin. No, actually, I think I'm going to get some warmth from that. So here we go. Let's go into the Golden Glow. Okay, so what I've done is I've kind of gone just underneath the cheekbones and around the face. So think of it as almost like a helmet. I never used to do that, but it does seem to work. Kind of pulls you in at the cheekbones. I'm going to keep going, but I'm also going to put some on the cheeks. That's where I normally put my bronzer. I am loving the look of this makeup. It does look very, very natural, does it not? And, you know, we are in natural light. I'm going to turn off the natural ring light. There we go, back to the cold light of day. So yeah, again, a good product. I like it a lot. Right, so that is Golden Glow in Gaia. In fact, you know what, I'm going to go a little bit over with a bit more Emily over the top, because I feel like I've just bronzed my blusher out. Maybe on just, yeah. There we go. Right, well, the face looks a bit more alive now, does it not? Right, we're going to add a little bit of definition to the eyes. I mean, I might add a few of my other favourite products as well, but we're going to start with this one from Trinny. So this is from their Eye to Eye collection. I've got it in the shade Emperor, and this I remember being very, very dark. I think I wanted to use it almost like eyeliner / smoky eye vibe. If I remember rightly, this is very dark. Yes, and it's got warmth. Can you see that? That almost looks good enough to eat, doesn't it? So there are 10 shades to choose from. They come in at £20 normally, but they're down to £16 because of the 20% off sale. First things first, I'm actually going to just put a nice neutral light base on the eyelid. I've got these two which I use quite regularly. So this one is from Me Cosmetics. It's actually in the colour Burnt Copper, but that does not look like burnt copper, but it is quite a light colour. But then also this one, which I think I got on Amazon, more of a shimmer colour. I think I'm going to go for the shimmer colour. Right then, let's go in. We're going to take the little shading brush, the middle brush of the kit. It comes off quite nicely. Let's do this, girls. Very subtle, ladies. It's very, very natural, very, very pretty. I'm actually tempted to use the eyebrow pencil to just go underneath the lash line. Let's try that. Accentuates the eye. I feel like that needs some warmth personally, so I'm going to add my own warmth to it. And I'm going to do it with this, ladies, because I absolutely love this palette. Again, cheap as chips, and it's from W7. I'm just going to add a little bit of this warmth because personally that's too ashy for me, so it just needs to be brought to life. I always say that any colour that you decide to do your eyes with, always add something that's almost orangey just on that area, because that just makes such a difference. I also will bring it down here as well. I definitely do prefer a warmer eyeshadow. I did think that that was going to be warmer, gotta be honest. Not that impressed with that one. Sorry, Trinny. Everything else has been amazing, but I think I prefer powder on the eyes. I've got to be honest with you. You know what, that'd be a lovely day look. And actually you could achieve that just with your fingers, I'm assuming. But definitely for me, it just needs to be warmed up. There's a difference there, and I prefer that one. And then just at the very end, I'm just going to go on the lower lid. So there we go. Look, it's not perfect. I have had to use my own brushes and I have had to use my own base shade and warm it up somewhat. But if you're not as fussed as me and you just want to add a little bit of colour or a little bit of definition or depth into the eye socket, then absolutely these will work for you. I just like a little bit more warmth and I like more playtime, put it that way. So not my favourite product so far. Loved every other product. That's kind of give or take really. Right, let's get some mascara on and bring out these eyes that we've just worked on. So it's part of the obviously brow lash duo, and it's in Intense Black. So let's see how intense it actually is. If you're new to my channel, I've got very, very short, dry, brittle, straight eyelashes. So yes, not blessed in that department, but probably a very good judge of mascaras. I'm gonna see if this is buildable. I love a buildable mascara, i.e. one that doesn't dry up instantly, and when you go back, it's like, you know, crunching up cornflakes. I'm gonna try and do the lower lashes. It's actually a very nice wand. It's not too thick. Oh, and it's not gloopy. I can really go for it. I like that. I will show you my favorite mascara at the moment. This is my Hourglass mascara. If you don't know, Hourglass are amazing, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous products. They are a little bit more expensive, but they are so worth it, and they're cruelty free. That is the most amazing mascara wand, full of product, and it's a silicone brush, so it is very, very flexible. I love that. On the lower end of the scale, we've got Edgy Mascara by W7. If you see this in B&M, pick it up. Honestly, it is really, really good, but this one has a much wider applicator, and it's kind of thicker in the middle, but what it does is it, you know, it helps to bend the eyelashes, assuming anyway. So yeah, I kind of mix those ones up. It's a lovely mascara for the lower lashes. It really does make a big difference. Right, I'm gonna go in and see if it's buildable. It is buildable, ladies. It hasn't gone all crusty, which is amazing. Oh, it's really lifting now. Can you see that? Oh, do you know what? I really like that on the lower lashes. I don't think I've actually enjoyed a mascara on the lower lashes more. Wow, okay. Really impressed with that. I was very impressed with the brow thing as well, so I would definitely give that a 9 out of 10. Right, the final product that we are going to try, and this is very, very exciting, is the lip product, which is this one, and this is in Violine or Violine. The colour is absolutely beautiful. Now, my favourite lip liner is by Primark. It has been for the last 5 years, if not longer, and I pray every time I go in there then they haven't kind of discontinued this. So last time I went in I got 3, and they're these in the shade Toast. I think that's going to be quite a good little match. What do you think? What do you think? Let's just have a look at the price on that though. 75p, and it's my favourite lip liner, and I've tried 1,000 lip liners and the one that I love is 75p, so go figure. Let's do something with these little thin lips. There we go, ladies. I love this lip liner. It's honestly the best. And suddenly I have lippies. This is when I get to use the little lip brush, ladies. So this is the Violine in the Sheer Shimmer. Now this can be used on cheeks. It can also be used on lips, and that is what we're going to do now. Look at it. It's like butter. It's literally like coloured butter. I'm not being funny, but I am going to actually try this on my cheeks because this is what she does. Think that makes a difference? I'll go on the other side. This is amazing. I mean, absolutely amazing. I'm going to keep that in my handbag. The mascara, amazing. The foundation, amazing. The concealer, amazing. I wouldn't bother with the eye colour. That was not amazing, I can tell you that. Just touching up with a little bit more warmth above the eye. I mean, we've gone from day look, haven't we, to night look quite quickly. Just with the use of a little bit of extra eye products. I will link everything down below, ladies, anyway, so if you have seen anything, those links will be down there for you. But anyway, there we go. I could just play forever, I really could. I promised you 2 videos and I've delivered 2 videos. I've got to be honest with you, that foundation is incredible. The serum concealer is incredible. This is all going into my personal makeup kit. The brush, oh my gosh, the brush is amazing, and this brush as well, although I would just use it as a blusher brush. The brow and mascara duo, very, very impressed with that. I'm very fussy with my mascaras, but the fact that it's a lovely mascara, it's buildable, it works really well on the lower lashes as well, and it's got the brow mascara in. I mean, that's coming with me on holiday, put it that way. And I think the pièce de résistance is this. It is so my colour. I think you could eat it off quite quickly, but I think until you eat, it's going to look lovely on. So I would highly, highly recommend that as well. If you have enjoyed my video, ladies, please do give me a big thumbs up. That really helps my analytics. If you have not yet pressed subscribe, please do. The little button is down there. It's completely free. And don't forget to press the notifications bell as well, because that will alert you as to when I upload. And as I've said, very sporadic at the moment because there's so much going on here. And I did promise you that I will tell you all about my pop-up shop, so I've put that down in the description box down below. If you are local, it'd be lovely to see you. Right, ladies, have a lovely, lovely weekend. We're off on holiday tomorrow, so I will be posting on my Instagram various bits, I'm sure. But until the next video, stay safe, take care, and I will see you on the flip side. Bye.